Hello everyone and welcome to our channel Cook and Eat with Rabia. And today we are going to see a Bakri Eid special recipe, that is the mutton tahari or the beef tahari. So let us start with the recipe. Starting with the recipe, for that take a pressure cooker and add half kg of mutton or beef. Today I am using half kg of beef. You can also use mutton instead. In this add salt according to your taste. Add 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, add 1 teaspoon of ginger and garlic paste, and then add 1 small sized onion finely chopped or sliced. Now mix all these ingredients well. And once you've mixed all these ingredients well, add half cup of water. Remember, add half cup of water for half kg of mutton or beef. Do not add more water as the meat itself will leave some water. So do not add more than half cup of water. So remember, half cup of water for half kg of mutton or beef. Now let it come to a slight boil. Now once there is a slight boil, just close it with the lid of the pressure cooker and let it cook for about 5 to 6 whistles until the meat is cooked well. So after around 5 to 6 whistles, and once the meat is cooked, so you can see that the meat is cooked well. Do not overcook the meat. And then just mix it once and then keep it aside. And now we are going to start making our tahari. So just mix it once and then keep it aside. Now starting with the recipe of tahari. For that, take a vessel and heat 50 ml of cooking oil. So once the oil is heated, add the whole spices, which include 4 to 5 medium-sized cinnamon stick, 7 to 8 green cardamom, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of shahi jeera. Now add all these spices into the oil and then saute these spices well with the oil. Do not burn the spices. Just saute it for less than 1 minute, and then in this add 2 medium-sized onions sliced. Add 2 medium-sized sliced onion and then saute the onion well until the onions are slightly translucent and the raw smell goes away. So in the later part of the recipe, we are also going to use 2 medium-sized raw tomato. So remember, in this recipe we have to use raw tomato for better taste. You can also use semi-ripe tomato, but do not use fully ripe tomatoes if possible. If you are not getting the raw tomato, you can add the ripe tomato, but the color would be slightly changed then. So once the onions are slightly translucent, add 1 teaspoon of ginger and garlic paste and saute the ginger and garlic paste well with the other ingredients. So once you have sauteed the ginger and garlic paste well, in this we are going to add 1 teaspoon of crushed green chili. You can adjust the taste of the green chili according to you. But here I have added around 1 teaspoon of crushed green chili. Now mix all these ingredients well, and in this we are going to add 2 medium-sized raw tomato. You can also use ripe tomato, but then it would change the color and taste slightly. But if you could get the raw tomato, please try to add raw tomatoes. Now in this add some fresh coriander and mint leaves. And then mix all these ingredients well together and saute all these ingredients well. And remember, for this recipe, as much as you will saute, that much taste would be increased. So just saute all these ingredients for about 5 minutes. And once you have sauteed all these ingredients, add salt according to your taste. In this add 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. And then just mix all these ingredients well together and saute these ingredients for about 5 to 10 minutes. Now coming to the raw tomato. Now in this recipe you can also use ripe tomato, but it is better to use raw tomato because If you will use the ripe tomato, it would change the color and the taste slightly. If you're not getting the raw tomato, there is no issue. You can use the ripe tomato. But if you're getting the raw tomato, please do add the raw tomato for better taste. So now just saute all these ingredients well. And once it is sauteed, just close it with its lid and let it cook for 5 to 10 minutes. So after 5 to 10 minutes, in this add 10 green chilies and 250 ml of curd. Here I've used full fat curd. Now saute all these ingredients well together. Remember, for this recipe, as much as you will saute, that much taste would be increased. So make sure that you saute these ingredients well. Remember, as much as you will saute, the taste will increase. In this add half teaspoon of garam masala. In total, we are going to add 1 teaspoon of garam masala. So we are going to add just half teaspoon over here, and the rest of the half teaspoon we are going to add in the later part of the recipe. So add half teaspoon of garam masala and mix all these ingredients well together and then close it with its lid until there is a nice boil. So once there is a nice boil, just mix all these ingredients well together. Now at this point we are going to add the boiled mutton or beef which we kept aside along with the water present in it. So add half kg of the boiled meat, which is the beef or the mutton which we kept aside, and mix all these ingredients well. Close it with its lid and then let it cook until there is a nice boil. So once there is a nice boil, just mix it once and then just cook it for about 5 minutes. Just mix it well and cook it for about 5 minutes. And then close it with its lid and let it cook for another boil. Now we are going to talk about the rice which we are going to use in this recipe. So in this recipe we are going to use the Sona Masuri rice or the kolam rice, which is also known as BT rice, the normal rice which we use at home, 500 gram, and 50 gram of masoor dal. So just take a bowl and add 500 gram of Sona Masuri BT or kolam rice. In this add 50 gram of masoor dal. Mix these pulses well and just wash these pulses well for about 2 to 3 times. And once you've washed these pulses well, just let it soak for about 5 minutes and not more than 5 minutes. So once the rice are soaked and there is a nice boil into the curry which we prepared for our tahari or the gravy which we prepared for our tahari, just mix all these ingredients well and saute it for about 5 to 10 minutes. And remember, as much as you will saute, that much taste will be increased. So just let it cook for another 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes, once you have sauteed these ingredients well, in this add water. The measurement of the water is in the ratio 1:1. That is, how much rice you are adding, you have to add that much amount of water. Which means, for 500 grams of rice, add 500 ml of water. So just measure the water in the utensil or the cup in which you measured the rice. So measure the water in the same utensil and then add it into the gravy which we prepared for our tahari. So you can adjust the water according to the cooking condition of your rice. Also adjust the salt at this point if you feel that the salt is less. Now we have also added the water left from the boiled mutton or the beef. So the water will be perfect. But if you think that your rice could not cook, so add little more amount of water as I did. I just added little bit more amount of water in this and let it come to a nice boil. So once the water comes to a nice boil, add the soaked rice and the masoor dal which we kept. Do not soak the rice and masoor dal more than 5 minutes. Just soak it for about 5 minutes and add it into the water which we made or the gravy which we prepared for our tahari. and then mix the rice gently, and in this add 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. Add some kasuri methi or kasturi methi, just crush it and add it. In this add half teaspoon of garam masala and half teaspoon of green cardamom powder. This is one of the most important ingredients for this recipe. Do not forget to add green cardamom powder. Now just gently mix these ingredients well. Be careful, do not break the rice. And at last add 1 tablespoon of ghee, and then close the vessel with its lid and let it dum or cook for 10 to 15 minutes. So after 10 to 15 minutes, you can see that our rice is cooked perfectly. It is not sticky, it is separate, and there is no water left, and the rice is cooked perfectly. So you can see that the rice is not sticky, and this is the consistency of the rice. So our tasty and delicious Bakri Eid special mutton tahari or beef tahari is ready to serve. So if you have any doubt about the recipe, please let us know in the comment below. I would try to solve your doubt. Thank you for watching our video. If you like our video, please do like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.